Hello, in this demo I'm going to be describing how to build a soft slab cylinder. It's sped up so that you can see things a little quicker and my instructions can be a little quicker and you can stop and pause if you need to. So because I'm building with a slab, I want a good amount of clay to start with, and I'm going to smash it onto the canvas with little handfuls, overlapping, pounding them together. I don't want to make it too thin because the slab roller should do the work and I want it to expand it and make it even for me. So I'm going to make a strip of clay in the center by smashing these pieces together, and then make it probably half inch, inch thick, pound it all together, push it on the canvas. This should take, in real time, just a few minutes. You don't want to worry too much about smoothing the clay out. You don't want to worry too much about going too thin so that you know that the slab roller will squish it for you. There's my blob. It's kind of a strip. I want it to be as rectangular as possible so I can use the corners. And eventually I'm going to wrap that piece of clay, that slab, around a cylinder to create a set of mugs. As you can see here, these have leaves pressed into them, and then I'm careful to make sure that all the parts are functional. So I have handles that can fit in my hand. I have a nice level lip so that it doesn't dribble when I take a drink out of it. And I checked my mug against it if I'm going to make another one of this set so that my slab is just a little bit wider. I also like a thin slab for my mug so that it's nice and warm. When I put my coffee in it, my hot chocolate, I can hold on to it like that and I have a nice warm cozy mug to drink out of. So I run this through the slab roller. You can use rolling pins too. I just like the slab roller because it's quick and easy. And I roll it through. And I'm about a 1/4 inch thick for this one. And then when I take it out, I have a nice thin slab. That's more than I need for 1 cup, but then I have extra. Then I use a T-square, and I use that specifically so I can get right angles. So I go as far as I can to the edge of the slab, slice off the extra, and then I'm going to use the T-square to lean into the clay so it's nice there. And I'm always protecting the side of the clay I want to keep. So I'm going to cut closest to me here so that when I cut, the pieces I take off are the pieces I don't want, and I'm protecting with the T-square the slab that I want, because sometimes it's really easy for the knife to veer off into the clay and mess it up. Now, I don't want to mess up my edge that I just made there because I was very careful and cut it, but I do need to wrap it around the cylinder. Now, cardboard cylinders, plastic cylinders, whatever, you have will work perfectly. The only thing is that clay will stick to them. So I'm going to take about 2, maybe 3 sheets of newspaper, and I'm going to flatten it, and I want to wrap the newspaper around the tube really tight. I want a smooth, even wrap. I don't want any wrinkles, or they'll add wrinkles to the inside of my cup, and then I don't have a nice smooth cup on the inside. So I can tuck the edges in. I don't even need tape. It's like magic. Voila! There you go. Then I take the cylinder, I put it up against the edge of my clay. I want to make sure the cylinder is level on the bottom. Some of them have a little bit of an angle in my classroom, so make sure it's nice and straight. Yeah, got that. All right. Then line it up against the bottom edge and line it up against the side so that, and then I pick up the whole canvas so I don't mess up my edge, and because it's easier to peel the canvas back and protect the slab than it is to pull the slab off, because sometimes that canvas, having been had the clay pressed into it, will stick, and this is sticking a little bit here. I can take a knife, a fettling knife, and just sort of slice underneath there, and it's okay if that slab gets messed up as I'm doing it because I'm going to fix it up as I come around. I don't mind little cracks in it. That happens often because I'm asking the clay to curve quite a bit. So I slide it around, I get the extra off, and as soon as it overlaps, I'm going to press it into the clay.